you so much for joining me today at Everyday Yoga. My name is Christine. My pronouns are she and her. And today's chair yoga practice is being recorded a couple of days before Christmas. And Christmas can be, or the holidays in general this time of year, can be a little bit frenzied, maybe a little bit anxiety inducing, maybe bring on feelings of sadness perhaps, or whatever other feelings. We all have all of them. And some of that can be held in our sympathetic nervous systems, and that can show up as heart palpitations, high blood pressure, sore muscles, sore jaw, headache, an inability to digest food well, to have healthy elimination, to sleep good, all of those things. So we try in yoga to recruit the parasympathetic nervous system so that we can rest and digest and restore. But sometimes you need a little transition in between the stress response and the parasympathetic response. So let's practice today with our mind around the idea of just letting go of energy, just discharging energy, whatever that means to you, just any energy that's not serving you right now. And if nothing else, it is just a couple of days after the winter solstice, so as our days are getting longer, they're still pretty darn short and pretty darn cold. So if nothing else, this practice should warm you up a little bit. So here we go. Let's go ahead and start by bringing our hands together and just rubbing them together. You might have this be as vigorous as you like or as soft and gentle as you like. Try to relax the shoulders away from the ears as you continue to move. And you can raise your arms up a little higher or have them down a little lower, whatever feels right for your shoulders today. And as you're doing this, sit up nice and tall, gently making contact, pressing gently onto the floor with your feet, noticing the contact of your sit bones to the chair, maybe acknowledging that it seems like we're doing this for a really long time, which we are, because we are warming things up. And your arms might be getting a little bit tired by now. I know mine are, but we're just going to keep going, warming up for 3 more seconds. 2 more, and 1, and then release. Bring your hands to hover over your eyes. I'm going to just move mine out of the way so you can hear me. But bring your hands to hover over the eyes, over the face. If you're comfortable touching your face, you can go ahead and bring your hands to rest on your forehead and your cheeks, cupping over your eyes. Take 3 full breaths right here, just enjoying the sensation, noticing what that sensation even is. And when you're ready to release your hands, close your eyes first to protect them against the sudden brightness. And then release your hands and blink your eyes open. And then we're going to do a little side-to-side twisting motion to warm up the spine. But it's going to be a really gentle twist. We don't want to crank ourselves hard over to one side or the other. We want to find that nice tall spine though. And hold your hands out. Holidays here. Hold your hands out as if you are serving hors d'oeuvres to your guests. And your elbows are tucked in towards your waist, nice and strong in the shoulders, but relaxed away from the ears. Palms are flat up towards the sky. We're just going to start by inhaling on the left side and then exhaling on the right side. And like I said, it's not a real big movement, just very gentle, especially at first. So take a full breath to prepare. And we'll begin. Keep going, nice and tall, letting your gaze go along with your torso, but keeping your sit bones anchored firmly at the chair, twisting at the waist and across the rib cage gently. And we'll just be here for 10 more seconds. Three, two, one. Come back to center. Release your palms down to your lap. Take a big inhale. Exhale with a big sigh. And invite yourself to deeply relax. Just notice how the energy is flowing through your body. You might feel a little warmer already. You might feel some tingling. Your heart rate might be elevated. Whatever you notice. And then we're gonna stimulate the lymph glands, get things moving in our lymphatic system and therefore our immune system. So we're gonna make little closed fists with the hands here. And we're just gonna begin by gently tapping on the chest with the opposite hand. So right hand over to the left side of the chest, just underneath the collarbone, and then left hand over to the right side of the chest. Nice closed fist here with a flat surface so you're not hurting yourself. And we're just, again, start out gently. Inhale to prepare and just begin. Continue breathing throughout. You might be very slow and very gentle, or you might want to begin to speed it up a little bit, continuing to stay tall through the spine. Press down through the feet and the sit bones. And maybe you want to begin to go a little faster. And then stimulate the thymus gland right in the center gently. And then we'll begin doing opposite arms here. So take your right hand in the same closed fist. We're going to start up here under the collarbone and then move to the left shoulder and then down the left arm and then back up under the collarbone, down the left arm. Maybe turn in the left arm so that you're kind of getting the outside of the arm and the inside of the arm. Maybe one more time here. And then we'll do the other side. Excuse me, I got a cat hair. Then we'll do the other side. Just starting under the collarbone, knocking on yourself, stimulating that lymph system that cleans up all the cellular debris in our bodies and helps us to flush it out. And one more time here. And then we'll just shake the arms out gently. And then we're just going to tap the feet out gently, and I'm going to stay right about here. Otherwise the sound will get really messed up and it might mess up the camera. But feel free, if you're available, to really tap it out and just maybe even pump your arms and just really go for it. Hopefully you don't have downstairs neighbors or somebody that's trying to record in another room. And we'll keep going as long as it feels good to you, and maybe you scrunch up your face a little bit. Take a big, big inhale here and then release, let it go. Notice what you notice. Notice your energy. Notice your breath. Maybe close your eyes so that you can really come inward and notice the sensations that you're feeling right now in your body. Without judgment, without saying it's good or bad, just notice what you notice and accept what is in this present moment. Be with your body, be with your breath. And then let's do a couple of forward folds here, just to compress the internal organs here and help to encourage breathing in the low back as we draw that breath down into the belly. So you can be sitting right up here with your knees and feet parallel, find a tall spine, and just begin to walk your hands forward towards your knees, come down to your forearms. Draw your heart forward, tuck your chin, press your sit bones back, press down into your feet. Nice tall spine here. This might be a good place for you today, especially if you're having any real low back pain, especially if it's acute low back pain. Certainly stay nice and lifted here. But if you have more space, you might want to begin to maybe walk your hips back a little bit on the chair and maybe walk your knees out a little bit and fold all the way forward. The belly comes to the tops of the thighs. You bring your hands to your shins or maybe the tops of your feet. Draw your heart forward, draw your sit bones back. Couple breaths right there. And maybe that is a good place for you to stay today. But if you have even more space, you might walk your feet out, giving your knees some room. And I'm just coming to the side here because of the way my chair is set up. But if you can just take your knees out wide from the front of the chair. And then we'll just bring those forearms down first to the knees, drawing the heart forward, pushing the sit bones back on the chair. And then maybe bringing the fingertips down to the earth. And if that's okay in your low back, go ahead and begin to round the upper spine and bring your chin down to your chest. Walk your feet in as close or as far as feels good to you. And maybe you ragdoll here, releasing your hands and cradling your elbows in your palms. Inhaling into the low back, low belly. Exhale, tuck the chin deeply. Release the length of the neck. Release the weight of the head. Feel your spine get longer with every exhale. Next inhale, go ahead and bring your fingertips or palms back to the floor. Press yourself back up to a nice, tall, lifted spine. Take a big inhale here, and as you exhale, really engage your core. Think about fogging that mirror, how you get that kind of engagement of the core. Exhale through the nose, though, to engage that core. So big breath in. Exhale, fog the mirror out the nose. And then bring the hands to the knees. Inhale, come all the way back up to that nice tall spine. And then we'll just bring the feet back forward to the front of the chair and maybe windshield wiper the knees a little bit from side to side. Make sure your feet are grounded here, so whether you need to sit forward or back in your chair, depending on how it fits your body, and we'll come right back to that nice tall spine. Let's interlace the fingers right in front of the heart. Inhale and press the fingers forward, knuckles facing out. Exhale, drop the shoulders down away from the ears, tuck the chin. Inhale, turn the palms out and bring them up overhead. Exhale, drop the shoulder blades down, tuck the chin. We're going to stay here for a couple of breaths. Maybe close your eyes, pressing into your feet and your sit bones. Pressing palms up towards the sky, maybe even drawing your elbows out away from each other a little bit. One more inhale. Exhale, gently release. Let's do that one more time, changing the clasp. So your opposite thumb is on top. Inhale, press the knuckles outward, press the palms towards one another. Maybe even draw the inner arms in towards one another and the shoulders down the back. Next, inhale, flip the palms out and up. We'll stay here for 3 breaths. Shoulder blades away from the ears, elbows moving away. Chin tucked in, base of the skull drawing upward as the seat and the feet are pressing downward. One more inhale. Exhale, release gently. Let's roll the shoulders up and back and down. And then we'll bring the hands to the knees. Inhale, the heart forward, open the gaze. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, heart opens, gaze lifts. Exhale, belly button towards the spine, cat posture. One more with your breath. One more cow. One more cat. And then we'll inhale back to a nice tall seat. Bring your attention back to your feet and your palms and your sit bones. The base of your skull, your shoulders. And just be soft here for a moment. Still, quiet. Letting your body be quiet, letting your thoughts be still. Notice if you start to think some thoughts. And just gently bring your attention back to your feet and your seat, your heart, your shoulders. Stay with yourself for 3 more breaths. And then bring one hand and then the other, palms meeting at your heart. Draw the elbows and the shoulders down as you let the chin melt down towards your chest. Take a big breath. Let your upper back, your neck lift. Exhale, release. May you have peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, and peace in your hearts. Namaste.